All right, we are live. I'm hoping that y'all can hear me. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I hope the connection is five times five, as some of you guys in the comments will say. We got big breaking news here with Donald Trump, Donald J. Trump, the president of the United States, where impeachment, they tried to impeach him again. They were pushing to impeach him, but House Republicans made the announcement that the impeachment has been denied. We also got big news that Democrats, 128 of them, joined to deny the impeachment. But why did they want to impeach President Trump? Well, because he took these strikes against Iran's nuclear facilities, and they felt that, including Jasmine Crockett, was coming out and saying that he should have gave us a warning. He should have told us that he was going to do this. He should have asked for permission of the Congress. Meanwhile, this has never been the case. Charlemagne the God and other Democrats, key Democrats, came out and just laughed at these Democrats that are pushing to have Trump be impeached. So the impeachment was just denied, ladies and gentlemen. We had 128 Democrats join the House GOP to block progressives' bid to impeach Trump. Again, CNN and many other networks are struggling to keep up their derangement syndrome, when in reality, many Democrats are coming out and supporting Trump on the fact that no boots were left on the ground from the United States of America, and no one died from and that belongs to the United States of America's military. But yet they still pushed to basically block Trump. Now, Trump also had a very heated morning where he came out, and we got to show you this clip. A lot of you guys have seen this clip going around. Make sure to smash the like button. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Jasmine Crockett, we got to talk about her. We got big breaking news about her. But before we get to Jasmine Crockett, Donald Trump was coming at, he was coming at CNN, calling CNN all type of names. I want to show you guys that. I also want to show you what Trump basically did today, because we obviously know that the ceasefires from both sides were violated, and Trump showed a different side that we have probably never heard from a president, but a lot of people appreciated what he did and what he said. I'm not sure if I could, well, I'm pretty sure I could probably play it on there. But yeah, so he basically came out. He was in disagreement with the fact that Israel and Iran broke the ceasefire, and Trump went off. Take a listen.
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Oh my God. All right. So I showed that small clip because Trump went off. Trump, again, got big breaking news that obviously he's not going to be impeached. He's been roasting Democrats this whole time. But this morning, he snapped like no other president has snapped before. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was damn proud of this. I don't know how y'all felt about this. I know some people don't like naughty language. Some people freak out when they hear the F word, which I understand. But man, Trump has had enough. He just said, these countries have been fighting for so long. They don't know what the F they're doing. And everybody exploded. Everybody, a lot of people on the right and the left were super proud that Trump called out both sides for not wanting to stop fighting. And this is kind of like what a lot of people have been yelling out. Hey, Israel needs to want peace in order to achieve peace in the Middle East. Also, Iran. And Trump just got tired and said, these countries don't know what the F they're doing. And again, I just want to ask you guys, how do you guys feel about Trump saying this? Because a lot of people were super surprised at the language that he used. But I'm going to be honest with you, in a situation like this where he's trying to he's trying to stop World War III, I think that this is the type of language that, in my opinion, is necessary. It really is. It really is. So again, I'm going to play the whole thing. I'm going to play the whole thing throughout, because this is where it started. Take a listen.
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too. Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
That's too good. That is, the best part is when he walked away and he said, "Do you understand that?" Man, this is gonna go down in the history books as one of the best moments. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yo, when I saw this, I was like, man, I have to go live to talk about this. I'm gonna be honest with you. They don't know what the F they're doing. Do you understand that? That's got to be one of the greatest moments from a president's history. Yeah, he was going off, so he ended up going on as well. He basically said to CNN, because he's been calling out CNN for fake and falsely reporting on the war and on the ceasefires. And so he says to CNN, "You're gutless losers." I say that to CNN because I watch it. I have no choice. I got to watch this garbage. It's all garbage and fake news. I think CNN are gutless group of people. President Trump had strong words for CNN and MSNBC this morning. So he woke up pissed. Like, he woke up pissed and angry because he's been trying to get all of this going. And why was he pissed and angry? Well, because President Trump got directly involved to prevent the ceasefire from collapsing earlier this morning. Take a listen.
But then President Trump got directly involved, calling Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, telling him to turn the jets around. Ultimately, the Israelis conducted just one strike outside of the Iranian capital against an Iranian radar system. This was able to contain the possibility of this spiraling out of control. And as of right now, the ceasefire is holding. Harris?
Trey, before I let you go real quickly.
So again, Trump called Benjamin Netanyahu himself and said, "Please turn those planes around. We don't want to break this. We need peace." And so for right now, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a ceasefire that has not been broken yet in hours. So we're hoping that it stays that way. Because I don't think both sides want to see Trump pissed off. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really don't think that would be a good idea for them. Speaking of CNN, apparently the fake news network CNN is struggling. So CNN is struggling to balance. Let me make sure my audio is on. Okay, so CNN is basically struggling to balance their Trump derangement syndrome with their desire to start more wars. I want you to take a look at June 19th and June 24th, a 5-day difference. Take a listen.
This timeline of Iran being a few weeks away from a nuclear bomb is in direct contradiction to CNN's reporting. According to U.S. intelligence assessments, Iran is 3 years away from being able to produce a nuclear weapon if they wanted to. So the facts on Iran getting a nuclear weapon do not bear out the claim at the heart of what has put the world on the verge of world war. It only set back the Iranian nuclear program by months. We got to call it like it is. It's a big deal. This timeline of
hello. Hello. What was that? That was like literally the total opposite of like June 19th through June 24th. We got to call it how it is. Hello. Anybody there? Is anybody paying attention? Like, is anybody doing the math? Like, hello. Like, what was that? Like, she said it like she didn't like 5 days ago. Just, they're so bad. They are so bad. Shout out to the receipts. Shout out to X, because there's always receipts on X. Okay, so we got other big breaking news here from the Trump administration. Apparently, ICE has been going to work here. Remember how we spoke about a lot of people in New York City when I landed, they were asking me these questions. Of course, you know, New York City and a lot of these places that had the sanctuary city laws that voted for the AOCs of the world, that voted for these progressives to take over in a lot of their sanctuary cities, apparently were the most scared of sleeper cell attacks, because they saw that in the United States of America, even though they voted for this, they were very scared of who may have came through the border, who may have come through the border in the last 4 years. But we do have a big update about that. So remember when some of us called out Iranian sleeper cells, in America and some said that we don't need to worry. Well, ICE arrested an Iranian military sniper and 10 other Iranian nationals. You're reading that correctly, ladies and gentlemen. ICE arrested an Iranian military sniper and 10 other Iranian nationals. Here's the breaking news here. This is coming from CBS this morning. Let me make sure that I turn the tide here so that way you guys can see what I see. Take a listen.
The Department of Homeland Security says Yusuf Meridano had been living in the United States illegally for nearly 8 years since U.S. officials determined he lied on a visa application on Sunday, just 4 months after the Iranian foreign national was added to the U.S.'s known or suspected terrorist list. He was arrested in central Mississippi. He's now in ICE custody pending removal proceedings, and he's not alone. Over the past 48 hours, ICE officials have arrested 11 Iranian nationals spanning 8 states nationwide. Among them, 5 possessed previous criminal convictions. Their crimes range.
Hello? Anybody home? I know there's an echoey in this apartment. This is my New York City apartment that I still have the lease to pay for until September because I bought a house in Texas where I'm very happy, by the way, just to let you guys know. So it might be echoey. But hello, is anybody home? What do you think was going to happen if you opened the border for 4 years and you didn't think that people that don't like America or people that work on behalf of another government were not going to get across? Like, did you really think that? So that's the case here. This is CBS. Morning CBS. That means that a lot of Democrats are stuck and glued to this. And I know they're thinking, damn, maybe the orange man that we hate so much, maybe he was right about opening the border. Hello. Like, hello. This is not funny, but it's like, damn. Okay, but let's keep going. So apparently 5 possessed criminal convictions and then grand larceny, drug and firearm possessions, apparently in the past 48 hours. This is according to ICE. Take a listen.
Ranging from grand larceny to drug and firearm possessions. Also among those apprehended, Ribbar Karimi. While arresting him in northern Alabama, ICE officials say they found his Islamic Republic of Iran Army identification card and allege he's...
Oh, this guy kind of looks like me. Come on. Oh, man. ICE, don't come for me, man.
Served as an Iranian sniper between 20...
No, this guy's an Iranian sniper. I'm not an Iranian sniper, okay? We're gonna joke. We're gonna joke about that. All right. So, other big breaking news here. I thought that I would definitely talk about this since I am in New York City. Apparently, AOC is getting humiliated by her own party, especially a lot of people in the Bronx and Queens don't know who she is and never see her in person. Let me read some of these comments. That's Lou's cousin. Yeah, you crazy, man. You crazy. It's not my cousin. All right. Don't know that guy. So apparently she says that she's replying to a post here. She says that I'm also a Bronx girl. You should know that we can eat Queens boys for breakfast respectfully. See, I think the gig is up here. I think people notice that, hey, AOC, you're not really from the Bronx. Like, I'm really from the Bronx. I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of where I grew up. But a lot of people like, no, you're not from there. So Latina says here, AOC does not love you and you are not a part of the damn Bronx. You grew up in a privileged neighborhood upstate. And so there was this map that was posted. Apparently, this is the difference. So this is where I grew up. This is the Bronx, right? This is where I grew up, right? This is Washington Heights, but the Bronx is on this side. I grew up right here. I grew up in this area. 1890 Cortona Parkway is where I grew up. She is from all the way up here. Boom, Bedford Hills and Yorktown Heights. This is not New York City. Like, this is New York. It's a little upstate. There's a huge difference between the Bronx here and like this place. This is the hood. This is not the hood. This is upstate. This is a nice neighborhood, which she should be very proud to be from there, but she's not from here. And a lot of people have been exposing her for that. Online, they're just laughing because, hey, like, it's okay to like be from where you're from, but just don't say that you're from the Bronx. So apparently that's what she's been saying this whole time. Also, speaking of AOC, now we got to talk about Jasmine Crockett. By the way, if you haven't, I don't know how many likes we got. Maybe one of the moderators could tell me, or somebody in the chat could tell me how many likes we got. If you haven't smashed the like button, please smash the like button. All right. So apparently, Jasmine Crockett made a bid to be ranking member of the House Oversight Committee, and it was denied. Also, there's a big video. Oh, should I even show you this video? So when you search up Jasmine Crockett, right? I saw this video. I can't believe. I was like, how did I miss this? Because Trump violated her and AOC at the same time. But apparently, she came in last place in her run to be the top Democrat on a powerful House Oversight Committee. And she thought that she was a rising star, which brought me back to this bizarre video of Jasmine Crockett. Maybe this is why a lot of people don't like her. This is a throwback video, but reminding you of why Democrats probably don't like her, their own party, her own party. Take a listen.
You just voted to do
Y'all did it first, so you don't want to talk about
it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at, calm down.
No, because this is what y'all do. So I'm trying to get
Miss
clarification.
Crockett, you're not recognized. Miss
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your yelling.
Don't want
Calm
me
down.
No,
Can you please calm
don't
down?
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk
Calm
noise,
down.
and then
You're out of control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can we
come
send
and talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Order.
All right,
Sorry.
chair.
I don't know why
Okay.
you're
Order.
acting
Chair
like
now
that.
recognizes
Not cute.
this screen for 4 minutes and 21 seconds. 4 minutes.
Is it hard to figure out that her own party might not like her? Like everybody's been saying that she's a rising star. I don't think so, guys. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she is a rising star, but I just don't think Jasmine Crockett is cut out. I think Democrats behind closed doors really don't like her at all. So this is going to be the last thing. Trump came out. Trump said, stupid AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, one of the dumbest people in Congress, is now calling for my impeachment, which failed, by the way, despite the fact that the crooked and corrupt Democrats have already done it twice before. The reason for her rantings is all of the victories that the USA had under the Trump administration. The Democrats aren't used to winning, and she can't stand the concept of our country being successful again. When we examine her test scores, we will find out that she is not qualified for her office, nevertheless, far more qualified than Crockett, who is a seriously low IQ individual, or Ilhan Omar, who does nothing but complain about our country, yet the failed country that she comes from, oh my goodness, oh my Lord, have mercy, Lord, have mercy, have mercy. Yet the failed country that Ilhan Omar comes from doesn't have a government, is drenched in crime and poverty, and is rated one of the worst in the world, if it's even rated at all. How dare the mouse tell us how to run the United States of America? We're just now coming back from the radical left experiment with sleepy Joe Biden, Kamala, and the auto pen in charge. What a disaster it was. AOC should be forced to take a cognitive test that I just completed at Walter Reed Medical Center as part of my physical. As the doctor in charge said, President Trump aced it. Meaning, I got every answer right. Instead of her constant complaining, Alexandria should go back home to Queens, where I was also brought up, and straighten out her filthy, disgusting, crime-ridden streets in the district that she represents. She's never there, but she never goes to who told this to Trump? I've been preaching this for a long time. I've been telling y'all that AOC has not gone back to her district at all. Bro, like she doesn't go back at all, and yet she still gets voted in. It's so hard to believe. But he was going off on all three of them. Like Trump is going off. Thank you so much for your $10 donation, Josiah. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, he's just going off, but he still keep going. Like, this is the district that she represents, which she never goes to anymore. She better start worrying about her own primary before she thinks about beating our great Palestinian senator, crying Chuck, whose career is definitely on the very thin ice. She and her Democrat friends have just hit the lowest poll numbers in congressional history. So go ahead and try impeaching me again. Make my day, says Trump. So yeah, he went off about the impeachment. And yeah, he was just going off. Like Trump was just like absolutely going off at everybody. He even came at, at Chuck Schumer. So yeah, Trump is having himself a day. So again, the ceasefire seems to be holding for now. Trump's not playing with anybody. He's not playing with anybody. He's not playing with Israel. He's not playing with Benjamin Netanyahu. He's not playing with Iran. He really means that he really wants peace. A lot of people are mad at the fact that he took that stance, but I think that's the right stance. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate almost 2,400 people in here. Make sure to smash the like button if you can. There's a drone heading toward Israel. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very confusing future that Israel and Iran are going to have. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. I couldn't be more proud that Trump is doing what he's doing in the sense of screaming for peace and doing everything. He seems like he's pissed. He's pissed that these countries just can't stop bombing each other. It's kind of crazy. It really is kind of crazy. So whatever you think about Benjamin Netanyahu, whatever you think about it all, it's a very interesting conversation to see. And it's very interesting to see Trump, being pissed. All right, I'm going to read some of you guys' comments real quick. Somebody said you need a rug on your floor. The thing is, guys, I moved. So there's nothing here. There's nothing here. I moved. And remember, I took out all the furniture and I, took it with me to Texas. So there's really nothing here. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this apartment. I have it until September. So I still have a lot of responsibilities that I got to take care of, which is why you hear the echo. So I'm sorry about the echo. Yeah, he says, try impeaching me. You're going to make my day. That's exactly what he said. Social media destroyed the Democratic Party after 200 years of getting away with the evilness and mountain of lies, good versus evil, also exposing the fake Republican, aka yes. See, independent free thinker, outlaw all parties. Yeah, I like your stance. I like your name too, man. That's a dope name. But that's where you should be. That's where your stance should be, That's a great stance to have. We can live with the echo. Yeah, I'm trying to minimize it, but I apologize to everybody for that. President Trump had enough of their BS. He's pissed the F off. Out. Yeah, he is. Trust me, he is. Okay, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. Thank you anybody that came through. Maybe we'll do a live stream a little later with some more updates. There's a lot of things happening. I'm back. I told you guys I will be back to doing live streams, which I'm very excited about that. Lou, you should get up Sheldon Daniel and help him unseat Jasmine Crockett. I'd be more than open to do that. For sure, I'll be more than open to do that. Murkowski wants to join the Democrats to benefit their corrupt party. Yeah, you know how that goes. Murkowski's been all over the place. If Elon Musk hadn't purchased Twitter, yes, I agree with that as well. They need to impeach themselves. Yeah, trying to impeach him for doing that is kind of crazy. Oh, you know what I did find before I go? I found one of the craziest videos. I couldn't believe it. Adam Schiff. Oh, Lord. I mean, we still not trusting Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff has a lot to deal with. But he came out. Can I see it? Is this it right here? Okay. This is how you know they're losing their minds in the Democratic Party. So apparently, Adam Schiff heaped praise upon President Trump for negotiating a ceasefire, which he says could be a very strong positive for the world. Meanwhile, other Democrats are so deranged, they're trying to impeach Trump for negotiating a ceasefire. Take a listen to this.
If this ceasefire takes effect or it remains in effect, that will be a very strong positive for the whole region, indeed for the whole world. It will mean that no U.S. service members were injured in Iran's retaliation against our base in Qatar. It will mean, hopefully, an end to the fighting between Israel and Iran and the loss of life as a result of that war. It will also mean that, at least for now, Iran has chosen not to escalate because of the vulnerability of the regime, because of the weakening of its defenses by Israel, and for a host of other reasons. So if this holds, that will be an unmitigated positive.
I mean, pencil neck, Adam Schiff is yeah, even he's kind of like, hey guys, this might be a W. We might have to like let go of our Trump derangement syndrome and just kind of go with this. But yeah, for now, not for 1 second, we'll see what happens. Somebody said, speak about Texas politics. I honestly have to learn more about Texas politics. I obviously know more about New York City because I've lived here my whole entire life. But yeah, we'll definitely get involved in some Texas politics for sure. Yeah, his head is kind of round. Yeah. It is kind of round, isn't it? I got it. I would be pissed too. All right, guys. Well, that's my update. I appreciate y'all. Smash the like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.